You know who would be? Look at my view as I'm driving home. It's a beautiful view. It's a beautiful view. You know, I'm driving home and I'm thinking about things. I'm thinking about where I'm at. I'm thinking about where I came from. Think about where I was at. And then I start reflecting like on my daily schedule where I'm at. And you know, from the outside, everybody could think like, oh, wow, you know, he got this, he got that, materialistic shit. But what people don't notice, or people fail to realize, not saying everybody, but there's a couple, that a lot of sweat and tears and pain go behind everything that people see. You know, I was never a car owner till I bought my truck. And I bought my truck like almost 3 years ago. When I started working finally. Like finally started working. Man, I bought my truck. I remember when I first got it, I remember the haters saying what the haters say. And there's a comment that I'll never forget somebody saying. The crazy part is I still have this person as a friend on Facebook. Because I had to tell myself, like, you can't control what people are going to think or say about you. Just prove them wrong. I remember this guy saying at work, because my other co-worker was, you know, happy for me when I first got my truck. And he had told the other co-worker, he was like, oh man, in Spanish actually, did you see Elias's truck? And then one of my co-workers was like, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. And he told me that, you know. He didn't go up to me like a chismoso to tell me right away, like, oh, you know what he said? No. We were having a conversation one day, and he said that, you know? And I was like, wow, that fucker said that, huh? And he goes, yeah, boy, fucking little hater. And I was like, that's right. You know, he's like, just keep working hard, boy. That truck ain't going nowhere. I'm like, that's right, bro, that's right. I got my truck. I keep my truck. But people weren't seeing that I was working 12-hour shifts. People weren't seeing that I was waking up at 5 in the morning every weekend for 2 years. I didn't have no weekends off. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that I would get off at 2 in the morning and be back to work at 5 in the morning sometimes, which is illegal, I must say. Nobody saw that. I never complained about that. Because I was grateful. I'm still grateful for that opportunity that I had at that moment. So how grateful would I be if I called to whoever I could have called and told them, hey, I'm only getting 3 hours of rest and I gotta go to work the next day. And I'm gonna tell you what. Every fucking time that happened, it was my choice to go to work the next day. Because people called in. I witnessed it a lot. People that got off late the night before wouldn't even go to work the next day. I always did. I love that shit. I love showing up the next day knowing I only slept 3-4 hours. Did it feel good? No, but I loved it. I loved what it was doing to me inside. I knew deep down inside that as long as I keep fighting here, it's only going to get better. 2 years later, a year after buying my truck, I get offered by a family member the job where I'm working at now. Not for the same company, but the job, the company where I'm at. And I mean, I was shocked. I'm like, damn, I've known you how long? You know, it's my brother-in-law. Like, I've known you how long, and you're barely telling me now? You know, and I wasn't ready. You know, I wasn't ready at that time. You know, he didn't refer me back then. We both know why. So anyways, he refers me to this new job, and you know, I was really worried about leaving my old job, the one I was there for 2 years, where I bought my truck. I was worried about leaving it to come to this new job, and I was worried that I wasn't gonna like my new job, and they wouldn't accept me back on my old job. I was really scared to leave that old job. Even my lady was scared for me to leave that old job. But I knew I was never gonna grow at that job. I knew I was never gonna be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve at that job. Sure enough, I made that decision and I left. Put in my 2-week notice and I left. Started working at the company where I'm at. I went into that company and I put in 6 months, almost 7 months, before the company started letting people go. And they brought in a different company to take over. Tell me why my supervisor at that time got let go. Tell me why the job that my supervisor at that time was talking about at Getty, because he was talking about, he told me how much they were going to pay him yearly and this and that. I even remember me being happy for him, because I was grateful for the opportunity that they had given me. I was already making decent money, so I was genuinely happy for the guy. It didn't work out the way he said. He was part of the
speed check reported ahead.
The group that got let go. And I stayed. Not only did I stay, but I got offered the position that they were offering my supervisor before. That position that he said that he was gonna get, the one that was paying him whoopty whoop whoop a year. That's what I got. I got that position. That was my promotion that I got. Because of that job, because of that promotion, I was able to purchase the house that I'm living in now. That house that we stay in now, that house that I bought, me and my wife bought, that two-story, 3-bedroom house, is because of my job. It's because of all the stress and all the sweat and all the pain that I go through working there. It's not an easy position. It's not an easy position. My official position there at that company, I'm a technical planner in the metrology department. So I'm responsible for the planning and scheduling of all the equipment at that lab. There's 3 labs. There's 3 sites. I'm responsible for the scheduling of preventative maintenance and calibrations to all those equipments. I'm responsible for that. I'm the one that's solely responsible for all that. It's not an easy job. It's a very stressful, I'm looking for the other word, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's not for everybody. You know, I even question it if it's for me. You know, but the money's too good to just walk away. I'm not, like I told my boss, I'm not quitting. You know, because he even asked me today, it's the reason I'm doing this upload. He even asked me today, he said, if you need me to give you a little break, I'll assign you different type of work for the next month or so, and I'll take over your planner scheduling job. I said, no, you're not going to do that. I got this. You know, July and August were our biggest month out of the 12 months. July and August was the biggest fucking month. We had the most pieces of equipment through those months. So it's been really stressful. But I refuse to give up. This was just a little vent. You know, letting people know that, you know, you can think it's all nice and dandy and, oh, it got this, got that. But there's a lot of hard work that goes behind this. There's a lot of stress that goes behind this. There's a lot of sleepless nights that go behind this. You know, like last night. I really couldn't sleep last night because I knew that I had coming what I had coming this morning. I knew what happened this morning with me and my boss. I knew it was coming. Like I stated, I've been really stressed out the past couple of weeks, and I feel like yesterday it reflected on my attitude. And so I was called up on it today, and I got a verbal warning. And I've never got written up at work. I've never got a verbal warning in over 2 years there. Never. But I got a verbal warning today. And it bothered me. You know, it really, really did bother me. But I know there's some adjustments that need to be made. You know, some personal adjustments in order for me to be able to grow in my career and in order for me to be successful in my career. There's some adjustments that need to be made, you know. And I just wanted to get on here and vent, you know. I couldn't afford a counselor, so I said I'll just bring it onto YouTube.